Are you working in a school that is currently facing a 9-week half term? Wow, 9 weeks is going to be a really tricky half term because we all know that by week 5, 6, people start to get really tired, especially at this time of year with the nights drawing in, the weather's not as great, it's grey, it's miserable, you leave the house in the morning when it's dark and you come home in the dark. So my question to all CEOs, executive heads and head teachers out there, what are you doing to prevent that emotional exhaustion in your senior leaders and your aspiring leaders and your teams? Because if the answer is not a huge amount, we all know that we're going to run into absence issues nearer the time, and some of you are already feeling those absence issues with people on long-term sick. So one way that we can invest in our team so that they've got a safe, confidential space to speak in is by offering them coaching. And some schools do this within their schools, but there are lots of really successful multi-academy trusts and schools out there who actually outsource that and get somebody else from outside to come in to carry out those coaching sessions with their teams. Why? Well, some data shows that about 84% of senior leaders are currently feeling stressed. And of those 84%, 92% of them say that the main source of that stress is feeling distrusted by their line managers. So if you've got their line managers or people who they see as line managers conducting that coaching, it's highly likely that that coaching is just not going to be as effective as it could be, because you need that time, you need that space to be able to talk about things openly with somebody who you can completely trust, who you know has your best interests at heart. And also, if you do have people who are coaching already, how many of those people are getting regular supervision? Because in any other industry, people who are coaches have to have a supervisor as well. And if they're accredited by the ICF, for example, or the Association for Coaching, it's actually written in the Global Code of Ethics, for example, that all coaches should have supervision after a certain amount of coaching hours. So that's two things that you need to ask yourself. Are my teams getting regular coaching at the moment? Are they being coached by the right person? And actually a third thing, if they are coaches themselves, what type of supervision have they got so that they can decompress and offload and talk things through and organise their thoughts? Very important things there. So these are all things that we at Thinking Spot Coaching can offer. We offer coaching sessions that are confidential, that give your teams a safe space to talk about what they're going through. And also we now offer supervision as well, so that your coaches can have that supervisor who can talk through their coaching practice, can talk through what they're actually doing in those sessions, whether it's still within the parameters of their competencies or whether they might be slipping into therapy, which actually they shouldn't be doing as a coach. So some very important questions to ask there. And with the recent data from TeacherTapp that says 37% of head teachers currently are consistently feeling burnout symptoms, and a third of teaching staff, SLT, MLT teaching staff, also feeling those burnout symptoms. It's even more important now that we do something to prevent anything worse from happening. So for all of you who are facing a 9-week half term, good luck, and do make sure that you're getting the support that you need.